Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for September 5th of 2025 is titled 47 Tucanae, Globular Star Cluster. So what do we see here? Well, here we see an object known as 47 Tuc, or also NGC 104, which is a very prominent globular star cluster visible in the southern sky. Now, this is actually the second brightest globular cluster after Omega Centauri. So, as seen from Earth, second brightest in the sky. So it can be seen with the unaided eye very easily, relatively close to the small Magellanic Cloud. Now again, you do have to be south of the equator to be able to see this because of its positioning in the sky. Now, a globular star cluster is an old cluster of stars. In fact, there's enough stars there that they are gravitationally bound together, and that's why the globular cluster lasts for a very long time. Many of these are 10 billion years or more in age, and they went through a stage of star formation at the very beginning of their lives and have not been forming stars since. Now, 10 billion years is also about the age of our own sun. So the stars that are evolving and ending their lives right now in a cluster like this are stars relatively similar to our own sun. So we can get a little bit of a picture of what our sun's future will be. And if you see those red dots scattered around the cluster, those are red giant and red supergiant stars. And those are stars which have expanded to very large size at the end of their life. Essentially, the core begins to compact down and the outer layers expand, cooling off. So it gives it that distinct red glow associated with a cooler star, but they become much brighter because they are tremendously large. And in fact, many of these would easily fill the inner solar system and out to the planet Jupiter or so within our own solar system. So it gives an idea of how tremendously large they are compared to our own sun. And that helps make globular clusters great ways to study the evolution of stars, how they change over their lives. And that is because the stars in the cluster all formed at the same time from the same material. So the only real difference we see is due to the mass of the stars. So we can study the effects of that by looking at various globular clusters and see how the stars have evolved. In one like this, we're looking at the very later stages where all of the very massive stars are long gone, and the most massive stars in the cluster are those about the mass of our own sun. And that's just because the other ones don't live as long, and they have already gone through their lives and long since used up their fuel and are no longer going to be visible in a cluster like this. So that was our picture of the day for September 5th of 2025. It was titled 47 Tucanae, Globular Star Cluster. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.